Hello students, today we will be starting a chapter of chemistry, chapter number 1, chemical reactions. Okay, so in this chapter we will be dealing about chemical changes. We will be dealing about chemical changes. So what is a chemical change? A chemical change is actually a change where we get a new product. So when we see a chemical change, there has to be some substances that are reacting. That substances are called reactants. The substances that take part in a chemical reaction are called reactants, and this arrow signifies the reactants comes to a conclusion which is a product. Okay, the substance that is formed is called a product. Very clearly, we have to understand why we call a particular change to be a chemical change. There are some of the characteristics that are taking place in a chemical change. Now, when we see reactants can be either element plus element. So, element can react with another element to give a product. So, let us take an example like hydrogen. It is reacting with water to give you H2O. Hydrogen is reacting with water with oxygen to give you H2O. So in this particular reaction, we will see that hydrogen is a particular gas. We represent it by G. Oxygen is also a gas, we represent it by G, and H2O is a liquid. So in this particular chemical reaction, we observe that two gaseous substances, they are reacting together to give a liquid. So in these substances, we will say the characteristics is change in state. Okay, this is one of the chemical reaction. Now we can see element can combine with a compound to give a product. Now in this reaction, we can see an example like zinc reacts with sulfuric acid, okay, to give us a particular product, that is ZnSO4 plus H2. Now in this particular reaction, we are taking zinc as solid, which is being poured in a beaker containing a liquid which is H2SO4, where we see there is a effervescence taking place, which is the evolution of a gas. And this particular reaction, we can see it can be characterized as evolution of gas. So this is also a characteristics of a chemical change. Now again, a compound can react with a compound to give us a product. Now let us take an example. We are taking an example, say PbNO3 lead nitrate reacting with potassium iodide. We can see that PbI2 plus KNO3 to be formed. Now when we will do this particular reaction, we will see a particular yellow color substance is formed. Now this particular substance which is formed is a precipitate, so we are giving an arrow towards the downside. It settles down in the particular reaction. So this particular reaction where we are reacting PbNO3 with Ki gives us a particular yellow color precipitate. Okay, we can write it as PPT, and hence it is characterized as formation of precipitate. We can see more one reaction like calcium oxide reacting with more one, say H2O, to give you CaOH2. So this particular reaction we will see when we will take particular water in a beaker and we will dissolve calcium oxide in it, and we will rotate. We will see that the beaker is getting warmer, that is heat is liberated. So exchange of heat. So all these characteristics are described to be the characteristics of chemical changes. Now let us first recapitulate the particular part. Chemical reactions are the particular reactions where a chemical change has taken place. Now what is a chemical change? A chemical change is only said to be occurred when there is either a change in state, or a evolution of a gas, or a formation of precipitate, or exchange of heat. Now let us see particular examples of all these characteristics where we see say that element can combine with an element to give a product, like hydrogen reacts with oxygen to give you water. In this particular reaction we see both are in the gaseous phase and we see the product to be formed in the liquid phase. So we can say there is a change in state. Now coming to the next reaction where we are pouring solids of zinc into a beaker containing sulfuric acid, where we will see a effervescence taking place. What is effervescence? The bubbles are coming up. So in this particular reaction we can say there is an evolution of a gas. The gas which is evolved is hydrogen. Now we can see compound can also react with a compound to give products, like lead nitrate reacting with PbK, potassium iodide, to give you a yellow color precipitate like PbI2. Okay, it is called formation of precipitate. This characteristics is formation of precipitate. Another reaction that we will see, we are taking a beaker containing water where we are putting calcium oxide and we are dissolving it. We will see that the beaker where we are doing the particular reaction is getting warmer. So we will see the formation of this product with the evolution of heat. This triangle represents the evolution of heat. So this particular reaction is characterized by exchange of heat. So chemical reactions are the reactions where change of state takes place, evolution of gas takes place, formation of precipitate takes place, exchange of any of them. Okay, so this particular is an introduction to your chemical reaction. In this next video we are going to come to particular chemical equations, their balancing and their types. See you again. If you like the video, if you're thinking you're gaining some knowledge, please share with your friends, and that's enough for today. Coming up in the next video.